welcome back to another week of Grace City Kids Online. I'm so glad that you could join us today. This week we're talking about a story in the Bible about a man named Zacchaeus. And our story is found in the book of Luke, chapter 19, verses 1 through 10. I'll read for us. He entered Jericho and was passing through. There was a man named Zacchaeus who was a chief tax collector, and he was rich. He was trying to see who Jesus was, but he was not able because of the crowd, since he was a short man. So running ahead, he climbed up a sycamore tree to see Jesus, since he was about to pass that way. When Jesus came to the place, he looked up and said to him, "Zacchaeus, hurry and come down, because today it is necessary for me to stay at your house." So quickly he came down and welcomed him joyfully. All who saw it began to complain, "He's gone to stay with a sinful man." But Zacchaeus stood there and said to the Lord, "Look, I'll give half of my possessions to the poor. Lord, if I have extorted anything from anyone, I'll pay back 4 times as much." "Today's salvation has come to this house," Jesus told him, "because he too is a son of Abraham. For the Son of Man has come to seek and to save the lost." Wow, well, what do you think about Zacchaeus? He was a short man and he climbed up in a tree so that he could see Jesus. This tells us that he really wanted to see him, right? And Zacchaeus' job was to be a tax collector. This means that Zacchaeus went around to people's homes and he took money from them to pay the city. But we also know in Bible times, tax collectors were not honest people. And often they would take more than what was owed to the city, and they would keep it for themselves in their own pocket. People did not like Zacchaeus. They knew what his job was, and they knew that he was lying and stealing from them. So when Jesus goes up to the tree and he calls Zacchaeus down and says, "I'm going to come stay at your house. I want to eat with you and spend time with you," the people are angry. And I think I would be confused too, right? Why does Jesus want to sit and eat and spend time with someone like Zacchaeus, who steals and doesn't tell the truth? But we know that sometimes we can be like Zacchaeus. We can be dishonest and not tell the truth. Maybe we can have a bad day, and because we had a bad day, we're mean to our brother or our sister. Sometimes we disobey our parents. And really, truly, those things are the same as what Zacchaeus was doing in God's eyes. And Jesus still wanted to eat with Zacchaeus. So what does this tell us about Jesus and us? It tells us that Jesus wants to eat with us too, or to spend time with us too. He wants to be our friend, to be a part of our lives, even though we sin. This is such a great story because it's so important for us to understand that while Zacchaeus maybe was the bad guy in this story, sometimes when it comes to the story of us and Jesus, we are the bad guys too. We are the sinners. But Jesus made that right on the cross for us so that we could be in relationship with him, just like he was in relationship with Zacchaeus. As you go about your week, here are some questions to talk through with your grown-up. And as they come up on your screen, feel free to pause your video and take as much time as you need to answer them. Question number 1. Why do you think the people were upset that Jesus was going to eat with Zacchaeus? Question number 2. What did Zacchaeus do once he met Jesus? And question number 3, why do you think Zacchaeus wanted to give back more than he needed to? Thank you so much for joining us for another week of Grace City Kids Online. I can't wait to hear about the ways that you are spending time with Jesus.